Hello, hello, my fellow broke aristocrats. Guess who it is? It's me, Whimsy, Dr. Whimsy, and I've decided to do a cooking video. I've been away for some time, but I felt inspired to share a fun little recipe, and this is Greek inspired. This is a Greek chicken stew, and it's inspired by my friends who used to have a Greek restaurant in Seattle, Washington called the Continental, and they would make these amazing stews from vegetables and all kinds of healthy, nutritious stuff, and it was great. And I'm always trying to find great recipes that are mostly vegetarian, that use up what I already have, and this is one of those great recipes. So as you can see, I just took vegetables that were sitting in my vegetable tinder that needed to get used up. Half an onion, I had one leek left over, some tomatoes that were getting really old, some carrots that needed to get used up, one large chicken breast, and a couple stalks of celery minced fine, and we've got some spices here. Over here I've got some lemon and some potato I'm going to be adding as well. So with one chicken breast I should get 3 to 4 servings, just to give you again a perspective about trying to reduce animal consumption in the home, and instead we really want to work towards encouraging people to have more plants in their diet. So when I start this dish, I'm going to be starting with just some olive oil. I put a couple tablespoons of virgin olive oil. You never want to heat it too high because it has a low burn point. So to that, I'm going to go ahead and add some onions, some leeks, and I've got some nice celery here. Celery can take a while to cook, so you want to get your celery in fairly early if you are cooking with celery. It's one of those things that seems to take forever, celery. Like you start cooking it and an hour later it's still hard. It's just one of those types of vegetables. Tastes great, but you have to cook it for a while. And I'm going to go ahead and add the meat as well. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. That never goes well when you try to hold your camera while you're cooking at the same time, but we're trying to do that. I'm adding some spice here. I'm adding plenty of garlic. I'm one of those people who loves my garlic, so I'll add plenty of that. It's obviously a taste preference, but I like my garlic. I'm going to add plenty of paprika. Paprika is one of those delicious spices that we see a lot in Mediterranean cooking. And I'm going to add some pepper. A little bit of salt. And as is the way with Greek food, we add a little bit of oregano. Like the Italians, they tend to use a lot of oregano. And this is just my own take on a Greek chicken stew, but you can do your own version. Probably going to run about $1 or $2 per serving. Onions are not particularly expensive. The leeks were given to me by a friend. She had gone to the market and she didn't need them. She didn't need as many leeks as she had, and so they were free. I didn't have to spend any money on them. So I'm going to go ahead and saute this up, and then after it's been cooked down a little bit, I'll add the rest of the vegetables, and then we will slow cook this for, I don't know, probably under an hour, probably no more than 30 minutes once we cook this down. Let me go ahead and turn the camera off, go ahead and saute this up, and then I'll show you what I do next. Okay, so I've let that cook down a little bit, and so now I'm adding some carrots and some tomatoes. And those tomatoes will create a broth You could add a little bit of water to this dish, but to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to need much water. You see, it's a really pretty stew. Just let that cook down a little bit. It smells really good with the oregano and the garlic and the celery and the leeks. It's just a beautiful smell coming off this dish. Those carrots, yum yum. And then we're going to go ahead and add some potatoes now towards the end. Add a little more pepper. A little more oregano. A little more salt. And then the final thing is going to get rid of, got a few seeds here I don't want. Get rid of those. And just going to squeeze a little lemon juice. Right over the top. The lemon juice will just cook into this really nicely and give it, and bring out the flavors really nicely. Just remove that seed, cook it down a little more. I'm going to put the lid on this and let this slow cook for, I'll bring the temperature down a little bit, and we'll go ahead and slow cook this for about 30-40 minutes, and that is Greek stew, Greek chicken stew with oregano and lemon, celery, leeks, onions, carrots, etc. And the main takeaway here is make sure you've got plenty of vegetables, and that meat is really a condiment, and it's cooked into those one-pot wonders that we like to do here at Broke Aristocrats. Affordable, nutrient dense, and really tasty. Okay, so my stew is done. I slow cooked this for about 35-45 minutes. I like the slow cook method. That's a method of cooking where you just cook everything in a pot and you turn it on a slow heat and you let it slowly cook together. So I did that, and then after I allowed it to slow cook, towards the end, about 10 minutes prior to serving, I added a cup of frozen peas. And I like the color. I like the color combinations with a dish like this, where you get the greens, the orange, etc. And as I had mentioned, you know, this is one chicken breast. And you can see we're able to serve, you know, 3 adults, you know, multiple servings, 3 to 4 adults. This is 1 serving here, approximately. You could serve it with a salad, and then you can see there's enough here for, you know, 2 or 3 more bowls with a salad. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let's turn the camera around and we'll have a quick conversation. All right, so there you have it, a really simple Greek-inspired chicken stew. I just used whatever vegetables were in the tinder. Most of the times that I've had the chicken lemon stews, the main vegetables that they use are potatoes and carrots and onions, and then whatever other vegetables you have around you can add. I've seen people throw in zucchini. That tastes really good. And then, you know, just adding a little lemon juice to enhance the flavor is always nice. I love the combination of olive oil, garlic, lemon juice, paprika, just a hint of oregano. It's just such a lovely combination. And I love the fact that this dish is inexpensive and that it fills a person up mostly with vegetables, and it's a nutrient-dense meal while at the same time giving you just a little bit of chicken. It's a great way to stretch also if you are trying to, if people in your home like the taste of meat, but you want to stretch it out. It's healthier to do that, to have most of the calories coming from vegetables, and it tastes good. So usually your family will eat these types of foods, stews, etc., and they usually enjoy them. Cheap, healthy, nutrient dense, and the family should really enjoy it. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. This is Dr. Whimsy with Broke Aristocrats, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.